The Chronicles of Eldoria, The Quest for the Enchanted Crown. Chapter 1, The Prophecy. In the heart of the vast and magical kingdom of Eldoria, there was a legend passed down through generations. It spoke of an enchanted crown, imbued with the power to bring peace and prosperity to the entire realm. This crown was said to have been created by the ancient wizards of Eldoria and hidden away in a secret location, awaiting the arrival of a worthy hero. The prophecy foretold that when darkness threatened to engulf Eldoria, a chosen one would rise to find the crown and restore balance to the kingdom. This hero would be marked by a unique birthmark in the shape of a crescent moon, a symbol of the ancient wizards. In the small village of Harrowdale, nestled at the edge of the Whispering Woods, lived a young woman named Lyra. Lyra was known for her kind heart and adventurous spirit. But what truly set her apart was the crescent-shaped birthmark on her right shoulder. Raised by her grandfather, an old storyteller named Eldrick, Lyra grew up on tales of the enchanted crown and the hero who would one day find it. Eldrick often reminded Lyra of the prophecy, hinting that she might be the one destined to fulfill it. "Remember, Lyra," he would say, "the fate of Eldoria may rest in your hands. When the time comes, you must be ready to embark on the greatest journey of your life." Lyra would laugh and shake her head, thinking it was just another of her grandfather's stories. Little did she know that her life was about to change in ways she could never have imagined. Chapter 2, The Call to Adventure. One stormy night, as Lyra sat by the fire reading an old book of legends, a loud knock echoed through the cottage. She opened the door to find a hooded figure standing in the pouring rain. The stranger's eyes gleamed with urgency and purpose. "Are you Lyra of Harrowdale?" the figure asked, pulling back the hood to reveal a face marked by worry and determination. "I am," Lyra replied cautiously. "Who are you and what do you want?" "My name is Thaylor," the stranger said. "I am a member of the Order of the Crescent, guardians of the ancient prophecy. We have been searching for you, Lyra. The time has come for you to fulfill your destiny." Lyra's heart raced as Thaylor explained that dark forces were rising in Eldoria, led by the evil sorceress Morgana. Morgana sought to plunge the kingdom into eternal darkness and chaos. The only hope for Eldoria lay in finding the enchanted crown and using its power to defeat Morgana. "Will you accept your destiny and join us on this quest?" Thaylor asked, his eyes locked onto Lyra's. Lyra hesitated for a moment, her mind racing with doubts and fears. But then she remembered her grandfather's stories and the trust he had placed in her. Taking a deep breath, she nodded. "Yes, I will join you for Eldoria." Chapter 3, Gathering the Companions. The next morning, Lyra bid farewell to her grandfather, who handed her a small, ancient-looking pendant. "This will guide you on your journey," Eldrick said, his voice filled with pride and sadness. "Remember, you are never alone. The spirits of the ancient wizards are with you." Thaylor and Lyra set off, traveling through dense forests and across rolling hills. Along the way, they sought out allies to aid them in their quest. Their first stop was the bustling city of Rivermore, where they hoped to find a skilled warrior to join their cause. In the heart of Rivermore, they found Eamon, a renowned swordsman and former knight who had turned to a life of solitude after a personal tragedy. Eamon was initially reluctant to join the quest, but Lyra's determination and the promise of restoring peace to Eldoria convinced him to take up his sword once more. Their next destination was the ancient city of Aldoria, home to the powerful sorceress Selene. Selene was known for her vast knowledge of magic and her ability to control the elements. When Thaylor and Lyra approached her with their plea, Selene agreed to join them, recognizing the gravity of their mission and the threat posed by Morgana. The final companion they sought was Finn, a clever and resourceful thief from the port town of Seabreeze. Finn's skills in stealth and his knowledge of hidden pathways would prove invaluable on their journey. Although Finn was initially skeptical, the allure of adventure and the chance to be part of something greater than himself persuaded him to join the quest. With their team assembled, Lyra, Thaylor, Eamon, Selene, and Finn set off towards the unknown, ready to face the dangers and challenges that awaited them. Chapter 4, The Whispering Woods. The Whispering Woods was the first major obstacle on their path. It was a place of ancient magic, where the trees seemed to whisper secrets and shadows moved of their own accord. The forest was known to be treacherous, with many travelers losing their way and never returning. As they entered the woods, a sense of unease settled over the group. The air was thick with enchantment, and every rustle of leaves or snap of a twig made them jump. Celine used her magic to create a protective barrier, but even she seemed wary of the wood's mysterious power. One evening, as they were setting up camp, Lyra noticed a faint, shimmering light in the distance. Curiosity getting the better of her, she decided to investigate. Thalor, sensing her intentions, followed her quietly. The light led them to a small clearing, where they found an ancient, weathered stone altar. On the altar lay a beautiful, glowing flower, its petals radiating a soft, golden light. Lyra reached out to touch it, but Thalor stopped her. "This is no ordinary flower," he warned. "It is the blossom of truth, a rare and powerful plant that reveals hidden truths to those who seek it. But it also tests the purity of one's heart." Undeterred, Lyra gently picked the flower and held it close to her heart. The golden light enveloped her, and she felt a surge of warmth and clarity. Visions of the past, present, and future flashed before her eyes, revealing the true nature of her companions and the challenges that lay ahead. When the visions faded, Lyra knew that their journey would be fraught with peril, but she also saw the strength and loyalty of her friends. She returned to the camp, more determined than ever to fulfill her destiny. Chapter 5. The Enchanted Lake. After several days of navigating the Whispering Woods, the group emerged at the edge of a vast, shimmering lake. The Enchanted Lake was said to be the resting place of the water nymphs, mystical beings who possessed great wisdom and knowledge. As they approached the lake, the water began to ripple, and a figure emerged from the depths. It was Nerida, the queen of the water nymphs. Her eyes sparkled like sapphires, and her voice was like the gentle lapping of waves on the shore. "Welcome, travelers," Nerida greeted them. "I have been expecting you. The prophecy speaks of your arrival, and I am here to aid you on your quest." Nerida explained that the enchanted crown was hidden in the sacred grove, a place protected by powerful magic. To reach the grove, they would need to solve a series of riddles and prove their worthiness. "The first riddle," Nerida began, "is this. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I?" The companions pondered the riddle, each offering their thoughts and ideas. Finally, Finn's eyes lit up with realization. "An echo!" he exclaimed. Nerida smiled. "Correct. You have passed the first test." She then presented them with a second riddle. "I am not alive, but I grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I?" This time it was Celine who answered. "Fire." Nerida nodded in approval. "Well done. Now for the final riddle. I am seen in the water if seen in the sky. I am in the rainbow, a jay's feather and lapis lazuli. What am I?" Lyra thought for a moment, recalling the shimmering light of the lake and the visions she had seen. "The color blue," she said confidently. "Indeed," Nerida said, her voice filled with pride. "You have proven yourselves worthy. I will grant you passage to the sacred grove." With a wave of her hand, Nerida parted the waters of the lake, revealing a hidden pathway. The companions followed the path, their hearts filled with hope and determination. Chapter 6. The Sacred Grove. The path led them to the entrance of the Sacred Grove, a place of breathtaking beauty and tranquility. Ancient trees with golden leaves towered above them, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. In the center of the grove stood a grand stone pedestal, upon which rested the enchanted crown. As they approached the pedestal, the ground began to tremble, and a figure materialized before them. It was Morgana, the evil sorceress who sought to plunge Eldoria into darkness. Her eyes glowed with malice, and her presence radiated a chilling aura.